Welcome to the CLS show. Marty Gallagher here with, should I stop doing that?
No, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe on the CLS show.
Very good. I like that.
As we got plenty of great sponsors in front of us, plenty of great events coming ahead as we wait for the snow to officially melt, the track to officially dry from all of the rain.
Yep.
Brad,
We had summer last week, by the way.
I know.
We had summer, and that's already gone.
Brad, thanks again for joining us tonight. Some fun events coming up. Obviously, looking forward to the move ahead now. We get to the month of May.
Yep.
And the month of May is always, we know for sure, I think, is always a good month of racing here and there, right? We get some pockets, but like it seems like the frost.
The following weekend on May 6th for a dash race. And if nobody knows what a dash race is typically it's kind of our points night. It's where we have a points that we actually accumulate. So we have late models. I got my little cheat sheet here. We got late models, modifieds, pro stocks, Midwest modifieds, USRA limited late models, and traditionals are on the card that night. So that's our first race of the year for our dash race. It's consequently on our schedule that you just pointed out earlier. It's number 3 on our schedule. We've got 13 dash races, so we'll probably get
Show the big one.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's good. So we've got 13 dash races. We'll be starting off with number 3 on the 6th of May. And then the following weekend, though, is one of the biggest events that we have of the year. It's a single day. It is the biggest single day event of the year, our school bus race. And we have 10 schools or communities that are involved with that race.
Can you tell us what communities?
I can. Let me cheat here. So, along with school buses, by the way, before I get into that, I'm going to tell you right now we have Midwest Modifieds and Pro Stocks on the dock right now. So they're going to be racing that night as well. So the kids really absolutely happy right now.
Cody, there you
go. So the schools that I have on the card, we have Chisago Lakes, fantastic school, fantastic kids that are working on the bus. Also St. Croix Falls, fantastic. Lake Holcomb, which is way on the other side of the earth, it seems like for me. It's about 100 miles due east of the racetrack, so that's kind of cool. The School of Luck, Frederick, Unity, and then rounding out all the schools are St. Croix Central. So awesome. All those schools are fantastic. They're working with us on this. It's fantastic. I couldn't be more excited. And then we also have 3 community buses.
Oh, wow.
So if you remember right, when this wonderful thing called COVID-19 happened, we actually had one class that actually could not race. And so they call themselves the class of 2020. And so we actually have them back again. They're going to be coming back out to the racetrack this year. Also, New Richmond is going to have a bus. And I am very happy to announce that the city or community of Osceola is back in the fold, and they're going to be racing a bus as well.
Awesome.
Yep.
So 10 buses, bunch of different communities.
Yep.
Which it turns into, if anyone's never seen it before, I know you can find it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, even Cedar Lake Speedway YouTube channels,
Yeah.
our CLS show YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It is insane. It's like watching a high school football game, but like, obviously you got this side of the home side and the visiting side, right?
Yep.
You got like 10 home sides all in the same stands at the same time.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's I look at it quite honestly, for me it's something that as Chase was talking about earlier tonight when we were filming the segment or whatever else, or these segments, it's getting the kids back involved. It's getting the kids back in racing or whatever else, or getting involved at all. And the same thing, even if you're a community bus per se, because we have some schools that may still kind of hem and haw about what they want to do about participating, and that's fine. But what we're trying to do is basically get kids more involved in the shop classes and whatever else in these communities, and they're doing a bang up job. They're just knocking it out of the park. They strip out all the glass out of the buses. They take out all the seats and make up the buses extremely light. They love to help tune it up a little bit, try to do some modifications that they can. And then they also have, on top of that, you also have the art class, if I can call it that. But the art and the, whatever class that they do, they actually paint the buses. They get them all involved. So it's not just one class; it's the entire school body itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, and I've seen these buses before. It is fun. It's like you think of like homecoming mixed with a little bit of prom, and like, hey, let's get ready for summer, and we're all going to go have fun at Cedar Lake Speedway and cheer on our team.
It's insane. It's really fun. It's everybody has a great time. They come away after that having a great time. I mean, it's the single craziest time of the year, and again, Christmas comes once a year, and it's fantastic.
We got some fine sponsors in front of us.
Yeah.
Fine sponsors behind us.
Yep.
Lift Bridge. Right
Good
across the
sponsor,
river.
Lift Bridge. They're out of Stillwater. They also have a brewery in Richmond, and they're talking about doing something in Hudson, I believe now. So at the old dog track, there used to be a dog racing track right there in Hudson. I think they're planning on building a baseball facility there, a minor league baseball facility, and then having a brewery as well, also adjacent to that. So it's really kind of cool. So we're really excited for them. Brad Glenn is a great partner of ours, and couldn't be happier for them and their next phase of their business anyway. And then also today, Rico, World of Outlaw driver. He's not always full-time World of Outlaw driver. He's a sprint car driver.
He's a true outlaw.
Yeah, he is a true outlaw. Anyway, he actually, I talked to one of his people today, and El Bandito Tequila is actually going to be sponsoring the racetrack, as well as sponsoring that particular event as well on behalf of Cedar Lake Speedway. So we're happy to have them on board.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, obviously, the month of May. I mean, we're kind of roll through the month of May. You get to the night where everyone gets to come out for free.
Yep. So before we get there, I'm going to jump. Before you get there,
yes.
I'm going to stop you. So to be clear about the whole school bus, because it's such a big and important event for the schools, in case that we do ever have weather that does impact the race on the 13th of May, we are going to then transition. If it does, again, it will then be. We have a rain date, and that actually gets. We actually move that date to May 20th. So if we do happen to have rain on the 13th, we'll try to run that same race on the 20th with the same classes.
Yep.
Midwest Mods and Pro Stocks. However, if we don't have rain on the 13th, we'll still race what we call another dash race, as I mentioned previously. That's going to be the exact same cars that I mentioned previously. That's going to run on May 20th. And then after that is it's Memorial Day weekend. And everybody and their brother, their sister, their cousin, whatever else, they always want to go out and have a good time, because it's really the beginning of summer.
Yep.
So what we try to do is we understand that, we like it. We sometimes in the past have never raced on Memorial Day weekend. So what we're trying to do over the past maybe dozen years or so, we've created something called Pack the Track Night. And what that does is it allows people to come out, watch some racing. It's free for anybody that comes to the races that night for a general admission. You come in and you don't have to pay a dime to me or whatever else. All you got to do is bring yourself, bring your neighbor, bring your kids, whatever else. Bring the neighbor's kids. I don't care. Throw them in the back of the car and have a good time on me. And just it's a night of entertainment. So that's on the 27th of May.
And I've been a part of all those events in May. Obviously, the school bus one. It's an amazing one. It's so fun to see the people take advantage of that free night on Memorial Day weekend in May. And just people have never been to a race in their entire life.
Right.
Show up there, and all of a sudden they're like, wow, I just had the funnest night of my life. And it's 9:30, I'm headed out and going home, and I get to enjoy the rest of my holiday weekend.
Right. I mean, it's something that we've and I'm not trying to take up any kind of credit for this, but it's something that we try to do as a give back thing. It's something that we do for the community, the areas, whatever else, that basically some people that maybe can't afford to. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes even just going to the movies or whatever else, or going to the races, sometimes it does cost money. So this is one of the things that we do. We try to actually give back and say, okay, this is again on us. We don't look to actually make any money on this deal. We're just trying to actually give back to the community and let them come out and watch races and have a night of entertainment. And if we create a race fan, quite honestly, that's the whole purpose of this. If we create a race fan, then fantastic, both for you and for us, obviously, in the future. So
Perfect. Well, thanks again, Brad. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Oh,
for the
by the way,
update.
did you see my swag?
Ooh, I like it.
That's right, my swag. This
You
is
can
going to be
check it out in the new-
This is going to be in our souvenir stand. I'm
On the
wearing
front
this.
stretch and the back stretch.
That's right. That's right. Sue Kaufman picked this out. Yeah, she did a great job.
I like it.
Yeah, she's
Well,
got a whole bunch of new stuff that she ordered this year. So
we'll have to start wearing them each week.
I'll have
as
to
we
get you
debut our
one.
shows.
Yeah.
Everyone can check it out when they like and subscribe to
yeah,
the CLS
I'm
show.
really fashionable. Yeah.
Perfect.